So right now this was the app, right, we built in previous video. So till here, and we haven't implemented any touchable opacity as well, like even if it's not a button as well, we are just simply showing the data, right? So first thing what I did was like simply go to data. We created in utils, we created a folder, right? Data, the data we are storing, right? And let me correct it this as well. Okay, so simply we created this data, right? In fact, I'll drag this. So nothing but simply we created this data, and I'm just showing this in a flat list, right? Perfect, we all know this. So in the below I just created a vegetables as well, and I'm going to show that data in the best selling here. Okay, how can we do that? No need of writing again flat list and all. We can simply customize that this flat list, whatever the data here we are showing this data, we can customize this by sending the vegetable data using as a props. Okay, so I'll give this data as well in the description, you can find this. Okay, so nothing but what I did, I just simply created a vegetables data here, and I just simply pasted in the date file in the utils folder. Okay, that's it. And I'm exporting this as well so that we can use it in the whole project. Okay, simply close this. And where was this exactly file flat list here means, if you see, this is the home screen only, right? See here only I'm just copy pasting this, that's it. Okay, so instead of here I'm going to pass a data as a prop, and I'm going to pass fruits, that's it. And in the same way I'm going to copy this in product carousel, and I'm going to paste it here as well. Instead of fruits, what I'm going to show here, I'm going to show vegetables, that's it. And let's go to that component first, that I'll fix this here. If you see product carousel, this was my component, right? I'm rendering here. So here I'm going to do destructuring as well, like a name. What was the name here? We just passed it as a like data only, right? If you see, data was my name, right? So that's what I just simply did, destructuring. Instead of writing props dot data dot like this, instead of, we can go with destructuring. Okay, perfect. So simply pass this data to flat list. Instead of fruits, I'm going to pass data. That's it. You see, in the best selling, automatically data has changed. Perfect. Done. And what next? Let's convert this. If we click on this, we are going to, let's convert this into button. How can we do that? Simple. Again, directly go to product, again directly go to product carousel, and instead of view, this was the, we are rendering, right, in view, whole view. So what I'm going to do, instead of view, I'm going to replace it with touchable opacity, nothing but a button. Okay, so let's change the ending as well, ending tag nothing but, and let's check did we imported. Okay, we already imported from React Native. Okay, so if you see right now it's a button. And one more thing, what I'm going to change here, if you see there is a flash, right? I don't want this much of flash. How can we reduce this? There is a property called active opacity. Active opacity basically, and it will take a number here 0.8. I'm going to pass a number 0.8 like this, and let's check. If you see, I'm not getting the flash here, right? Even you can decrease, increase, it's up to you. But value start from 0 to 1. 1 means there is no flash. It's like completely blank like this. If I reduce this to 5, 0.5, if you see, you will see some flash here, right? Perfect. And I'm going to change it to 0.7. 0.7 will be fine. If you see, I'm getting some splash here. Perfect. And one more thing, let's reload this again. This was the data, right, we are showing here, if you see. And this was also, right now it's a button. So let's check this button working or not by simply passing the on press equals. I'm going to pass a function, arrow function, nothing but, and CL basically, and I'll write clicked. That's it. Okay. Let's check the console now. Like if I click on this, you see, clicked. Perfect. And let's check with register link as well. If I click on this, click. Okay, perfect. So done one task first. We need to convert this into butt check UI. Let me open with Paint 3D. Let's create a detailed page here, nothing but in screens. Let me open this and go to screens and create a new file. I'm naming it as details.jsx and I'm using snippet here, RNFE, shortcode, nothing but functional component, that's it. And let's go to app.js. We need to call that right here. Stack dot screen name. What was my screen name here? Details. And I need to call the component as well. So component will be my details only. And we need to close this. Details. We need to import from the screens details. This was my folder locator, file locator, right? Okay, perfect. Let's build the UI first. Let's add the functionality. Okay. So instead of initial route name, I'm going to pass details only, so that every time it will reload the details screen only. Okay. Let's reload this again and let's check. So now first, we simply created a details page here. That's it, right? So now let's check the UI first. What are the things we need to build? If you see, there is an image. In fact, I'll draw this as well. In fact, we need to change the status bar color as well. Okay. So right now, consider like this was the box. In this box, there are two components, nothing but, okay. There is a image here, and after that, and there is a icons here as well, like there are back icon and share icon. So now first what I'm going to do, first let's build the image here, and after that image, we are going to add these two icons on that image. How can we do that? I'll show you that as well. So first let's build the image. For UI purpose, what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply show the image just for visibility check only. Okay. In fact, I'll search for Apple here. So later we can add the functionality as well. Okay. So simply copy image address here. That's it. We want that only right now. And instead of view, I'm going to take a safe area view. My suggestion is always go with safe area view only, so that it won't overlay on the status bar. Okay, that's it. Let me type here as well, safe area view. Okay. So instead of text, I'm going to remove this text as well, and I'm going to pass an image here. And let's import this image from React Native. Done. So what next? We need to pass a source here. Right now we are fetching the image from network, right? So we have to pass URI here and simply paste the link image address which we copied from browser, right? That's it. That's what I did. Right now you can't see the image because we haven't mentioned any dimensions, right? So let's, in fact, I'll remove this. Let's part the dimensions as well. Like height of, why I'm not getting suggestions here, I don't know. Okay, we'll fix it later. Height of 200. See, right now I'm getting the image as well. I guess let's increase to 250. Okay, 250 was fine, or 300. I guess, yeah, 300 was fine. And one more thing, if you check the UI here, even status bar also like color having a gray, right? Right now our image has white color, right? So now what I'm going to do, let's change the status bar color. How can we do that? Simply pass the background color of white. That's it. See, right now status bar color also changed, right? Perfect. So what next? We have successfully added the image as well, and if you see in the image, there are two icons overlaid on the image, nothing but, okay. In fact, I'll show you that. Nothing but it's a view. like a box. Consider it's like as a box. In this box there are two childs. What are the two childs? One was back icon and one was share icon, and both are in two different directions. One icon is in left side and another icon is in right side. Okay, perfect. So first what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply wrap this image in a view, and simply cut this whole image, cut and simply paste it in the here image. That's it. See, there is no changes, right? Perfect. So below the image, I'm gonna take a view here again, one more view. Why I'm taking, I'll tell you. So if you check the UI here, this was my main box, right? Nothing but it's like a view. In this view only we have two childs, two icons, nothing but. Okay, for this reason I just took a view here. Before passing, let's add icon first. So right now I'm using expo icons. Okay, so search for back here, back icon, nothing but. Let's check, can we get the similar icon? Okay, we have. Okay, simply copy this, import icon family, and simply paste it here, import icons, and simply copy this, render the component here, copy this and paste it in the view. Okay, we have successfully added the, if you see right now, it's showing the back icon as well. Okay, let's format this, and one more thing, let's add the share icon now. Okay, share. Yes, we can go with this. Simply copy again, and we need to paste it here, and simply copy this, and we need to paste it below here. Check, right now it's in column direction. Okay, we all know this, by default view always in column direction only. Okay, we need to change the direction as well. Style, flex, direction. Why I'm not getting suggestions? Do we need to direction of row? Okay, right now it's in row direction. Perfect. And what else? Just for differentiation, I'm going to give a color of red for visibility purpose. Right now this was my box, red color box. That's it. Okay, and we need to change the directions as well, right? These two icons, justify content will be space. So between, and let me format this first. You see, these three icons, these three stylings only I just passed through that, and let me reload this. See, right now these two are exactly in two different directions. One icon is in left side and one icon is in right side. Okay, done. So what next? We need that red color. In fact, I'll open this. We need this red color box on the we need to overlay this red color box on the image. How can we do that? Means we can simply, there is a property called position. Yeah, and we need to pass it, right? By default it will be in relative only. We need to pass it to absolute. Okay, let me open this. If you see, it's in exactly in this side, right? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pass a width, like it has to take the whole width, whatever the available space, it has to take that. That's it. Perfect. See, right now our red color box overlay on the image. Perfect. So let me remove this background color as well. In fact, instead of background color, one more thing, I'm going to pass a padding horizontal as well. Horizontal of 15, nothing but our left side and right side padding. That's it. See, right now I'm getting the padding as well. And one more thing, I'm going to increase the icon size as well to 28. I guess 28 will be fine, and same with this as well to 28. Okay, and one more thing, I'm gonna pass a align item center so that it will be exactly in center position. Okay, and let's remove this background color and let's check how it's visible right now. See, let's check the UI and let me remove this. See, okay, perfect. And one more thing, what I'm going to do here height instead of height, okay, in fact I'll show you here so that you will get better idea. If I zoom in, if you see there is a curve, right? Image nothing but border curve, and that too it's from these two sides as well. In fact, I'll drag this here, bottom left radius curve and bottom right side curve. Let's make it first. Border bottom left radius of 15. I'm passing 15. You can change it up to you. Okay, right now you can't see this, but it's curve only. But for visibility, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna pass background color style in safe area view, flex of 1, so that you can will occupy the whole space, nothing but, and background color of red. See, left side, but if you check at right side, you can't get the border curve because we just passed the left side only, right? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply copy this and simply paste it again here. And we need right side, right? Simply I'm passing it at right. That's it, perfect. So this was also done. So what next? And one more thing, we need to pass a const nav equals use navigation, nothing but we have installed the Stack Overflow, right? Stack Navigator. From there only we'll get the use navigation things and all. And I'm going to add the functionality like if we click on this on press, like this back arrow button, we have to navigate to previous screen. Okay, right now it won't work, but I'm adding this right now only so that I'm going to take a arrow function here and nav dot go back. Basically this was the previous function, nothing but go back function. So whenever we click on this, right now if I click on this, you will get an error because we haven't added any previous screen. This was the initial screen, right? If you check in here as well in app.js, initial route name will be details only, right? There is no previous screen which it can't navigate to back screen. That's why we are getting the error. Okay, perfect. So successfully created the image and icon we have added as well. And what next? Let's check the UI here. So we need to create this box. Okay, successfully created the first box, and now we need to create this box. Okay, so and one more thing I just want to add, right now I'm not going to implement this quantity thing. Why? In fact, I'll tell you this as well. If you check in cart as well, in fact, let me close this, and here we are already performing the cart quantity action, right? So I don't want to make it 2 times in a screen. Okay, we can add this quantity thing in my cart page. Okay, that's it. So let me remove this. And there is a padding also, right? If you, in fact, I'll remove this. Okay, there is a padding from here and here. So first let me take a view here, nothing but, so this was my first box, right? So I'm closing this first box here, and let me take a second box. In this second box, I'm going to pass a style, padding horizontal of 15. In fact, I'm going to remove this background color as well. We don't want. And I'm going to add a text. Let's say Apple Right now you're able to see this, right? And one more thing, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna add a gap of 20 so that it will pass some gap. See, right now I'm getting gap as well, right? Perfect. Let's check the UI here as well. Okay, we have successfully added the text here, and let's pass the styling to this. So basically this was my text, right? I'm gonna pass a style on size of 18 and font weight of let's say, I'll do one thing. I'll simply reload this app and I'll simply close this emulator and I'll reopen the emulator, and same with VS Code as well. I'm going to close this VS Code and I'll open the VS Code again so that let's check. I'm not getting suggestions like I have to type everything manually, so it will consume more time. Okay, so for this reason, let's close and I'll open the emulator. Okay, emulator and VS Code. Okay. So yeah, now that issue was fixed, like auto suggestions, even if you are also facing the same issue, simply restart your Windows, okay? It will fix that, okay? So let's pass the font weight of 700. In fact, I'll close this as well. We don't want. And 600, I guess. 600 will be better. Okay, 600 was better. Perfect. And there is a favorite symbol as well. Let's add that as well. In fact, I'm gonna type a natural apple. And one more thing, what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply take a view here at top and I'm going to cut this and I'm going to paste it here. Why? Because if you see, in fact, I'll draw this and let me remove it. Nothing but this was the view. Both are in view. It's like a parent box. In this parent box, how many childs we have? We have 2 childs and both are in row direction and both are in 2 different directions. Okay. Nothing but this was a box. Consider like it's a box. In this box, how many childs we have? We have 2 childs. One child is in left direction and one child is in right direction. Okay, let's do the same way. What I'm going to do, I'm going to simply pass the style here and flex direction of row, and justify content will be space between, and align items will be center. That's it. Right now you can't see the difference because simply go to expo icons as well. Same, search for expo icons and go to this, search for favorite. I'm going to add this here. Simply import this and paste it here, and simply copy this as well and paste it below text. That's it. Nothing but we created a view here, and in this view we added 2 childs. One was text and the other was icon. That's it. And in fact, I'm gonna increase the size of the icon as well to 30. Okay, it will be fine right now. Perfect. And these are the styles which I have passed to this view. Nothing but okay, flex direction of row, because these two are in row direction only, right? And justify content, I just push these 2 childs in 2 different directions, left side and right side. That's it. And align item will make it to exactly in center. Okay, that's it. So done. Next. Okay, there is a text below, so let's add this text as well. So let me close this view here. Nothing but we created a view, right, for text and icon. I just simply closing that view. That's it. Okay, and let me take a text. I'm adding some custom text right now, and we'll show that kg. What was the text there? 1 kg comma price. We can show we can fetch the data from the product. 1 kg comma price. That's it, done. And if you want, you can pass some styling to this as well. In fact, I'm gonna pass some styling like what happened? Okay, some typo and add it back. Not this, not this. 1 kg comma price. That's it. And if you want, we can pass some margin top as well. Top of, I'm not giving more, I'll say 5. Okay, 5 was fine. Do we need to increase any font text size? Let's check. Okay, let's increase some font size as well. Font size of, let's say 13 or 14. Okay, let's pass 15. Okay, 15 was fine. And in fact, I'll pass some space from price as well. Okay, and one more thing, color of gray. Okay, gray was fine. In fact, we can we'll change this background color as well. Right now it's in like a grayish color. We can change that to white color. Okay, don't worry about that. Okay, done. This also done. So instead of this, as I said before, in the cart we are already doing the quantity functionality, right? So there is no use of doing this here. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply show this text, this price, nothing but this price exactly at this position. Okay, nothing but I'm just showing this text at this left side. That's it. So same way, simply I'm just copying this text only, 1 kg price thing, and I'm just pasting this below. That's it. And instead of this, I'm gonna change text to what was here. Let me open, check this. Okay, $4.99. Let me open the VS code here. And right now I'm using $4.99. In fact, we can change the currency as well to Indian currency. Okay, and I'm gonna change this color to black because text is in black color, and font size to 25 as well, and margin top will be fine. And I'm gonna increase the font weight to completely bold. And what else? In fact, I'm gonna increase this font to 28. I guess price was bit. Okay, fine. Let's check. Okay, perfect. And one more thing, let me open this. So in fact, I'm gonna pass a background color of white. I'm going to make this white only so that we'll get some better visibility. See, right now this was the space it occupied, right? I'm gonna pass a flex of 1 so that it will occupy whatever the space available, it will occupy. That's it. Okay, I'm gonna pass the background color of white here as well. See, right now it's exactly in white color, right? Perfect. Let me close this view here. In fact, not this, not this. What else? Here. Okay, successfully we added price as well. Okay, so what next? So for this, if you see, there it's nothing but like a drop down, right? If it's not open, then we are going to show this. Let's, okay, in fact, for better understanding, I'm going to draw like this. So if this box is not open, we are going to show like this. If this what do we call drop down, if that drop down was clicked, we are going to show like this. Okay, open the folder here. In data, I'll say export const drop down equals, I'm gonna take a array here, nothing but, and I'm gonna take a ID of 1 just for differentiation only. That's it. And I'm gonna say content. I'll name it as content. In fact, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say about Apple, not Alu, Apple. Okay, I'm gonna show this only. Okay, it's showing about Apple company, which I don't want right now. We have to search for this Apple fruit only. Okay, I'm going to show this text to Apple. Okay, fruits, nothing but same fruit, and I'm gonna paste it here, and let me format this. In fact, I'm gonna close this as well. In the same way, how many things we have right now? Drop downs, nothing but we have three drop downs. One was product detail. We can show some random text. I'm showing that only. And nutrition, we can add some multivitamin things and all. And one more thing, I'm gonna pass ID of 2 here, and same way I'm going to copy this, and again I'm gonna paste it here, and I'll name it, I'll give ID 3. So now what we are going to do here means, I'm going to create a drop down file here, Dropbox. I'm naming it as Dropbox. You can name it anything, and I'll simply name it as RNFing and drop down box, and I just use this snippet here. That's it. And I'll call this component in the details. Below the text, I'll call it Dropbox, and let's me import this as well. Okay, spelling mistake. Dropbox. We spell this. We need to import here, and we need to import from here. Dropbox. That's it. And let me remove this. See, I'm getting this text as well. Dropbox. From where? From here. Because we have called this component right here. So for this reason, we are getting this. Okay, perfect. So let's jump into this Dropbox. You can create multiple Dropboxes. It's up to you manually, but if you want to custom, you can go with flat list. Okay, my suggestion is always go with flat list. I'm gonna take a flat list here. Same. You have to import from React Native. That's it. Fine. And let me pass some styling as well. I need some space from top. Margin top of 20. You can't see anything right now because it's empty. And data, as usual, we need to pass 2 parameters, right? And data, I'll say, let's check what was the name we passed in utils. Okay, drop down. Okay, we need to pass that. Drop down. Okay, this was the file we need to import. Successfully, I just imported that as well. And same way, we need to render the item, right? We need to showcase, nothing but I'm gonna taking the arrow function. Inside the arrow function, we need to pass 2 parameters in the item and index. We all know this, and it's like an arrow function. And instead of curly braces, I'm taking normal brackets. That's it. So let's check we are getting the data or not. Text. Item dot content. Basically, this was the name, right? I passed here content. That's it. And one more thing, sorry, I forgot to add something, like we need to pass title as well here. Let's check the title. What was the title? Okay, product detail was my title here, nothing but I'm gonna say product details, and same way I'm gonna pass here as well title as what was the title. Let's check the title. Nutrition, I guess. Nutritions. Okay, perfect. And one more thing, I'll simply paste it here and I'll say reviews, nothing but Okay, I just simply created a title. I just simply passed the title here, that's it. Okay, so instead of content, I'll pass a title so that we'll get some better idea. Nothing but title. See, right now we are getting 3 titles. Okay, perfect. So now what I'm going to do, I'm gonna take a view here. Nothing, in fact, I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna take a view here. In fact, I'll close this as well, and I'm gonna format this. So inside a view, let's check the UI. First, we need to create this nutrition box. Okay, if user clicks on this box, we are going to show this data, like what are the product details, these things and all. Okay, so nothing but, let me remove this. So nothing but first we are going to create this box. In this box, consider it's like a view. In this view box, there are 2 childs. Okay, one was text title, nothing but one was title and one was icon. So for this, what I'm going to do, inside this view, I'm gonna take a one more view, style, and flex direction of row, and flex direction of row, and flex direction what else, and we have to pass justify content because both are in 2 different directions. And let's format this and align items of center so that it will lie in exact center position. That's it. Styling was done. And let's check, do we need to pass any borders? Okay, we have to pass some borders. Nothing but a bottom. There is a, for every box there is a border at bottom. Let me format this. And border bottom color will be, I'm passing gray, light colors, E3, nothing but a light gray color, that's it. And border, not a border radius, border width, we have to pass the width as well. I'm saying as 1 because it's a light only. And let me open this again. Let's check we are getting or not. Okay, so one more thing, border margin bottom of 10. See, right now I'm getting this, right? In fact, we can make it more lighter. Okay, don't worry about that. So let's add the text first in this view. Item dot title, we need to show the titles, right? Perfect. Okay, right now we have to pass, we need only at bottom only, right? Bottom border, this one we need to pass. Then we'll get the lines at border bottom only. If you see, we are getting the thickness at bottom only. Okay, perfect. And I'm gonna pass a padding vertical as well of 20. See, we are getting the padding like space from top and bottom. Okay, perfect. So now what else we need to do? We need to add some icon as well. Okay, let's search, directly go to expo icon. I'll say arrow. Let's search for similar icon, or else we can go with some random icon. Okay, arrow right. Let's search for arrow right. We'll get or not. Okay, we are not getting. Okay, I will go with this icon. Simply copy this and paste it here. and same way copy this and paste it here. If you see, we are getting this as well, right? Perfect. So why it like both are in different direction, we passed here, right? Justify content as space between and align items are in center, right? So for this reason, and one more thing, we just change the default direction of box to row. That's it. Okay, perfect. So right now it's not a clickable as well. So now what I'm going to do, in fact, let's increase some width of to 2 so that we can able to see the border. Perfect. Okay. So now what we are going to do, instead of this view, we are going to replace with touchable opacity. Why touchable opacity? I'll tell you. And let me write it here as well, touchable opacity. And let's check, is it imported? Okay, is it imported? And right now it's in button, right? It's a button, nothing but. So now what I'm going to do, on press, let's pass the on press functionality to this touchable opacity. Okay. Now I'm going to console.log title. Whatever the drop down I click on that, I'm just going to console that. Okay, that's it. Item dot title. Okay, let's check. If I click on product details here, see, I'm getting product details. Same way, if I click on nutrition, I just clicked on nutrition. If I click on reviews here, I just clicked on reviews here. Perfect. So button is perfectly working fine. So now what we are going to do, we have to show whenever the user clicks on this, we need to show some text here. In what format? If you see, let's check the UI. In this way, okay? We have to show the text in this way. That's it. How can we do that? I'll tell you. Okay. We can use two things here, nothing but we are going to use with we are going to deal with it index as well as a switch toggle. Okay, we can go with toggle as well. Before that, so basically this was the title, right? So touchable opacity, I'm going to close this here and I'm going to use braces, because to write JavaScript in JSX we have to use curly braces. Okay, we all know this, right? Perfect. So now what I'm going to create a text here. We need to show what was the text we need to show here. Item dot content, right? Perfect. So I'm going to take a use state here. Nothing but two use states we need to deal. And let me import from React, not from React Native. Use state, and I'll say my index. I'm naming it as my index. Okay, nothing but whatever the drop down we click, we are going to store that index in this. Okay, that's it. We have already implemented in previous project. I have explained it in very well. Okay, right now it will be default on like a empty only. So simply open the touchable opacity. So right now you are able to see these three things, right? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to pass the index to this. Like how can we pass? We are going to set index and I'm going to pass the index. That's it. And I'll write the simple condition here saying if my index, right? What was the name here? Sorry, we need to correct it as well. My index 2 and same way my index. That's it. If my index double equals to index, then only, so that nothing but with this condition we can render that. That's it. Okay. In fact, I'll format this. Nothing but we have to differentiate, right? Okay. If I click on product details, if you see right now, you are able to see this. And if I click on nutrition, you are able to see this. And if I click on this, right? For differentiation, what I'm going to do, right now our both text are same only, right? So you can't check the difference. So in nutrition, I'm going to say a vitamin wall something. I just typed randomly. Okay, don't, you can simply ignore this right now. For reviews, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna say 4 reviews found in this. Nothing but I just entered some random text, that's it. Okay, if you see vitamin 12, and okay, if we click on this, we have to close this drop down as well, right now it's not closing, right? So we can do it right now. Okay, but check this. Okay, if you see, if I click on this nutrition, I'm getting vitamin 12. Nothing but this related content we are getting. If I click on reviews here, I'm getting 4 reviews found in this. Okay, product, I'll say some, I'm just entering some random text. Okay, but if we click on this reviews again, we need to close this drop down. How can we do that? I'll tell you. So here we are going to use a toggle thing, nothing but, so I'm going to take one more use state we need, not this, toggle, I'm naming it as toggle. Okay, by default it will be false. I'm just passing the boolean value, so based on the boolean value we are going to toggling that, that's it. And set toggle, I'm going to say not toggle, like what, whenever we click on this it will replicate, like it will toggle that. So right now value was false, right? If I click on this, it will become true. Again, if I click on this, it will become false. So on that, like open, close. In this way, we are going to toggling that. That's it. And then I'll say if toggle double equals to true, then only, okay, in fact no need of writing true as well. If toggle this only, then only we are going to show the text, or else we are going to show nothing. So I just simply pass it and null, that's it. Nothing but my condition, these two conditions has to be true, then only we can able to see the text, or else we cannot see anything here. Okay, perfect. So I'll explain you this. First, what we are doing, we are going to simply sending the index to that, so that we'll get the related whatever the drop down we click on, that we'll get that particular text only. Okay, till here you got an idea, right? When it comes to toggle, I'm just changing the boolean value to false and true. If the toggle is true, then only we can able to check this. These two conditions true, then only we can check the text. That's it. Now if you see, if I click on this, I'm getting some text. Again, if I click on this, closed. Same way. If I click on this, nutrition, vitamin 12, something I'm getting. If I click on this, I'm changing it to false so that it won't open. That's it. Same way. And one more thing we need to change here, we need to change the icon as well. If we click, if drop down was open, we need to show the drop down opened icon, or else we are going to show this, right? Same logic, we are going to use it there as well. So where we are using the icon, okay, here we are using the icon, right? Let's search for icon, drop down icon. Okay, we have the same icon, and icons only we are using, right? If you see, and design icons only. So no need of importing, because we are already imported this, right? Perfect. I'm going to simply copy this name only. Oh, what happened? Okay. So this icon name was down only, right? So I'm going to pass that down only. So how can we toggle this? So first thing, I'm going to add curly braces here, because we are going to write a JavaScript logic here. And if toggle nothing but true, means I'm going to show down icon, or else I'm going to show right icon. That's it. Simple. Now check. Now let's check this. If I click on this right now, this. Okay, we need to add index as well. If you see right now, it's changing, right? Cause toggle is true, right? Then it's like everything, for every drop down showing this icon. We need to add this as well. Like same logic, nothing but. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna simply copy this whole thing, and I'm gonna simply paste it here. That's it. So now let's check. Let's reload this and let's check. If I click on this, so for this icon only, it changed to down arrow. Okay. If I click on this again, and same goes with this as well. Right. Perfect. And one more thing, padding vertical, I guess it was more. Let's reduce to 15. I guess this will be fine. Okay, successfully we added this product details as well. Fine. So now let's jump into details page here, and what else we left with? Okay, we have successfully added these three. So now we need to create a add to basket button only. Okay, that's it. So simply I'm going to add it here only. So I'm going to create a touchable opacity, same button, nothing but, and I'm gonna taking a text here, add to basket, nothing but saying, let's format this. You see right now we have a button here. Okay, perfect. In fact, I'll close this as well. So let's pass some styling to this touchable opacity quickly. So this button background color will be, I guess we have already showed my colors dot primary, and basically border radius of 15. In fact, I'll say 10, and let's pass some height of, let's say, 70. Okay, perfect. And one more thing, I need this text add to basket exactly in center position. How can we do that? Simply passing justify content of center and align items of center. See right now my text exactly, and that too it's a button, right? And we can change the add to opacity as well, nothing but. Okay, how can we do that? We can simply pass a value of 0.8. I'm going to pass, because if I click on this right now, it's fine, right? Okay. And one more thing, I need this button exactly at bottom position. Okay, you see there is some padding here from bottom, but we can do that. But thing is, I need this button exactly at bottom. How can we do that? Means simply go to style here and simply pass a background color to first. Okay, we have already background color, right? Flex of 0.8, and sorry, not this. Okay, first what I have to do, I'm going to take a view, nothing but in this view simply cut this touchable opacity and paste it in this view. That's it. See, you won't see any changes. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm gonna simply pass some styling to this view, like background color for visibility purpose of red. See right now you can't see anything, but if I say flex of 0.8, this was the space it occupied right now. Okay, perfect. How much we need bottom width? We don't want this much of width as well. In fact, I am going to, we can increase to 0.9 as well. Okay, this much of width will be fine. So I'll say justify content of flex end. Nothing but I'm just moving that whole button to end position, flex end position, that box end position. That's it. Let's check. See right now my button exactly at center, like a end position. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply remove this background color. That's it. So that's how we can achieve this. Even if you see, even if I open this, it won't overlap on these text details, right? Perfect. And let's change the color as well, text color, nothing but, and increase some font size as well. Color of white, and font size of, let's say, 18, and font weight of 700. Let's check. Okay, perfect. Okay, so successfully we build the UI. Okay, so what next? We need to show, instead of sending this custom data, we need to pass the data from the home. Whatever the user clicks on the product, we have to show the details here. Okay, so go to app.js. Instead of details, let's pass home here, and let's reload this. And in fact, I'll close this as well. And details, when it comes to details, okay. So my functionality is, if I click on this, I need to navigate this from this screen to detail screen, and I need to showcase these details on that screen. That's it. Okay, how can we do that? Means simply go to home screen first. In fact, I'll close the drop down. We don't want home. And product carousel, this was my carousel, right, which we are showing here. So now instead of this console.log, I'll remove this, and to navigation I'm gonna use const nav equals use navigation, and we have to import from the React navigation. Okay, and I'll say nav dot navigate, to which screen we need to send details. That's it. Now if I click on this, see, we are able to navigate to this. Even if I click on from here as well, we are showing data, right? And if I click on the tomato as well, you see. But instead of this custom data, whatever the user click on the product, we have to show that data in this screen. Okay, how can we do that? We can do that by simply send this whole data. How can we do? Let's send this data first. Our whole data in this, right, item only, right? So I'm gonna say main. I'll name it as main, and I'm sending it whole data item. Okay, that's it. So we have sent this data to data screen. So let's receive that data. Okay, how can we do that? I'll say route, because we are getting the data from the route only, right? So I'll say const let me open this date here and simply pass these parameters. Okay, we need name, simply pass name here, and what else we need? Price, and what else we need? We make sure we have to pass the exact type key. Okay, nothing but. Okay, and pieces, we need to pass the pieces as well. We need pieces data, we have to show pieces, and what else we need to show? And img, image, nothing but image as well. Okay, perfect. Equals route dot params dot, and we need to pass the title. What was the title here? If you see, key name was main only, right? We have to pass that name only, main, nothing but. That's it. And let's check we are getting the exact actual data or not. I'm going to console the name, price, and what else? Pieces. Okay, let's check with these two if we get this. And one more thing, I'll check with image as well, like we are getting the actual network or not, like image address or not. That's it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm gonna simply, okay, in fact I'll give some space. If I click on this apple, see, apple, we are getting the product title and price and the image as well. So successfully we are receiving the data. Okay, in fact let's check with this as well, like let's go with cabbage. If I click on cabbage, see, I'm getting the cabbage title with price and image as well. Okay, perfect. Successfully we are getting the data. So now what I'm going to do, instead of this custom data, I'm going to replace this with these things. Instead of this URI, I'm going to pass img, nothing but. Don't worry about this image, we can correct it. Okay, in fact I'll correct it here only. There is a property called resize mode, I guess, resize method or mode. Let's check. Okay, not resize mode method. We have to pass resize mode and we need to pass contain, so that it will take exact space and we can able to see the whole product. That's it. Format this. Okay, we have successfully passed the image. This was my image name, right? I just simply pass to that. That's it. And what else? Let's go with name. And one more thing, at starting we have added nav.goback as well, right? Even if I click on this, I can able to go back to previous screen as well. Right now it's working fine. Even if I click on tomato here, we can able to see tomato image as well. Okay, perfect. If I click on banana here, we can able to get the banana image as well. Okay, perfect. And same goes with pineapple as well. So now done. Now we need to change the title as well. Instead of custom data, this title, I'm going to say, before that, let me charge my laptop. Okay, I just plugged in my laptop. Instead of this, I'm gonna pass name here directly, so that we'll get a pineapple this thing. And instead of this, what was the pieces we need to show? Instead of this 1 kg, I'm gonna say pieces, 7 pieces, and I'll keep price the same like that only. And instead of this, I'll say price. And one more thing, let's add the Indian currency to this. Search for Indian rupee symbol. I'll simply copy this and I'm gonna paste it here. That's it. If you see, for every item we can able to see the price, Indian price. That's it. Okay, perfect. So we have successfully added the data as well, and we have successfully created nutritions as well. So now your task is to simply create for every product. We have to do like simply add nutritions. That's it. In fact, I'll tell you that as well. Nothing but you can create a key with nutrition, and you can simply pass that nutrition value. That's it. And you can fetch the data from the drop down box. That's it. Right now here I'm showing the custom text. That's it. Okay, perfect. So now one thing left we have to change. If you see, tomato, like for every product we are showing the small alphabets only, right? So what I'm going to do, we have implemented in previous video as well, like we need to change the character, like initial letter we need to change that to uppercase and remaining letters has to be lowercase only. How can we do that? We have already did this in previous video. So okay, I'm going to products carousel here. See, this was the thing, right? We did. Instead of this, I'm going to simply copy from name dot character to dot lowercase to till here, and I'm gonna paste it here. Instead of name, I'm gonna paste it here. You will get an error because there is no. That's it. Simply remove that item. That's it. And if I click on this, see, for every product we can able to see caps. Even if I click on tomato here, you can able to see this, right? And one more thing, I am fetching the images from network. So, and for this reason only I'm getting like this. So what else you can do is like simply download the image, okay, and store it in assets and fetch that image from this. Then you won't get the background and background color, and then you can simply apply this grayish color to that image. Then it will look like this. Okay, perfect. In this next video, what we are going to do, we are going to add the share button as well, like share functionality as well. In next video, we are going to add the cart functionality as well. Okay, so yeah, that's all for this video. If you find this interesting, please do subscribe, like and share with your friends, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. New place, new city, I'm fly, baby. I'm in India.